So it appears this month in May, Cancer, it's going to be a very grounded month for you. Even if you don't feel grounded, I think this month is going to be all about kind of laying those foundations for yourself, or figuring out what foundations you need to lay for yourself in order to feel and cultivate a sense of grounding. I feel like you're going to feel really confident this month because at the center of your reading, your central energy is the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory and accomplishment. So I think that you're going to, wherever you are in your life, you are still going to feel, you know, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of confidence. You really know which direction you want to go in and why. Just because we do have the Four of Swords and Four of Wands. That's why I was talking about foundations, because the number 4 is talks about like foundations and stability. And the Four of Wands can be kind of like a sense of cultivating a sense of community around you, connecting with friends, reuniting with friends and loved ones that perhaps you haven't seen in a long time. So I think the month of May is going to be focused a lot around that. I also feel like in the month of May, you're going to be moving past something, some kind of chapter is coming to a close, either if that's in your love relationship or even just like beginning a new cycle in your love relationship. I think the month of May is really, you're really putting that behind you. So whatever negative chapter, negative cycle, or ending, it is in the past, because we have the Ten of Swords here. So May is really about, it's going to be kind of taking a little bit of a break from whatever you went through, if you did go through something, some kind of ending, some kind of relationship ending, or even moving house or something like that. The Four of Swords is asking you to kind of take a break and make sure you take care of yourself this month. So I'm just going to pull some clarifiers. What does Cancer need to know about the Ten of Swords here in the past? What does Cancer need to know? So the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor is also ruled by number 4. So perhaps there has been a shakeup in your routine. There's been a shakeup in your home life, or there's been a shakeup within a long-standing relationship. So if you are in like the process of moving home, or you're in the process of changing residencies, or starting over, know that you should be kind to yourself this month. Really make sure you get enough rest. So I'm just going to pull a clarifier for the Four of Swords in the present. Just Cancer need to know about the Four of Swords in the present. The Six of Cups. So I think the Six of Cups is about the Four of Swords, and the Six of Cups is kind of, you know, taking a break from the past, if that resonates with you. So just kind of letting bygones be bygones, letting this negative cycle, the negative situation, the ending of some kind of situation really just be in the past where it's meant to be. Then we have the Eight of Swords here in the future. So what does Cancer need to know about the Eight of Swords in the future? The Page of Swords. Okay. Clarification for the Eight of Swords and Page of Swords in the future. the Knight of Crystals. So this could be in relation to an air sign or an earth sign. This could also be a situation related to your career or your financial situation. There could be some message coming in towards the end of the month about your financial situation or career-related issue. And I'm getting the feeling like you're kind of, you know what this message is going to be about, and you're kind of dreading it a little bit. Just because we have the Eight of Swords here, it's kind of a feeling of being stuck and kind of not being able to move out of this situation. The Page of Swords can be about a message from someone. And then we have the Knight of Crystals, which is why I thought it could be related to your career or your finances. Perhaps there is a conversation that you know you need to have with someone around your career or finances, and you're kind of dreading it, maybe because you've had this drastic change recently in the past in regards to work or finances. You know, the Ten of Swords and the Emperor could also be indicative of leaving a job that you have had for a long time. And now you're moving into kind of taking a break, relaxing a little bit, taking a break from the past, and kind of, you know, transitioning into a new chapter, but knowing that there may be some kind of difficult conversations you're going to need to have with people or a loved one or a partner around finances and how you are going to handle it going forward. Just going to pull one more card. What does Cancer need to know about the Four of Wands? Justice. So I think there's going to be kind of a rebalancing for you this month in May, Cancer. Some kind of karma needs to be evened out. I think it's only going to be positive and in your favor because we have Justice, the Four of Wands, and your central energy is the Six of Wands. So whatever changes are taking place in your life, know that they are only happening for the best reasons, and you are going to get, you know, what you deserve. If that's in a love relationship or in a career situation, know that there's going to be some rebalancing this month, which can feel like, you know, a little bit unbalancing at the time, but once you realize after the fact, after it has happened, you'll realize that it was for the best. So what does Cancer need to know about the Six of Wands as the central energy this month? The Nine of Swords. So yeah, don't spend too much time in your head this month. Don't let any fear take over and restrict you from, you know, having some difficult conversations or, you know, talking to your partner about any financial or career-related issues that are happening for you. Don't let fear prevent that from happening, because most likely the worst case scenario is not actually going to happen, because we have, you know, the Six of Wands, we've got the Four of Wands, we've got Justice. You know, things are looking really positive. So, Shamanic Healing Oracle card for the sign of Cancer for May 2018. Card we have is Feminine Energy. Darkness, the moon, the tides, the quiet gestation before the chaos, the void. These are all aspects of feminine energy, passive, waiting, nurturing. It is the opposite of the masculine energy, so very different and yet the perfect companion. Perhaps you have yet to find your feminine side. The life you are leading right now has given you opportunities to embrace this part of you. But between the two opposing energies, feminine energy is the harder one to embrace. It requires trust and lack of fear. Trust that all all is how it should be, and the absence of the fear of things not getting done. Perhaps in the past you have been hurt when you were embracing your feminine energy, either physically or mentally. This was the free will of the person who hurt you. It was not caused by being who you are. Do not let the actions of another dictate who you need to be. Examine your feminine side and become friends with her again. So yeah, I think this month, perhaps you are going to be taking a little bit of a break to kind of get in touch with your feminine side again. The Four of Wands is about, cultivating a sense of community. So perhaps that's something you are really yearning for this month. And with the Six of Cups and Four of Swords in the present, you could be reconnecting with some old friends from the past to really, remind you of some wonderful times that you've had together, and you guys can get together and start creating some new memories. So, just going to pull a Rumi Oracle card for the sign of Cancer for May 2018. Cosmic Heart, number 8. You've been through these tantalizing trials. The push to surrender fear, the realization your attempts at control amount to not so much. So why not abandon them altogether? The trials have asked you to confront every part of your being that holds itself in resistance to what is, in resistance to what life presents at this very moment. You have been asked to bear darkness without fear of losing hope for the return of the light. You have been asked to trust in your own heart wisdom when your mind was terrorized by nightmares and hallucinations of fear. They were so powerful, you were certain they must be real, that you must be crazy not to run and hide, somehow, somewhere. And yet here you are, still loving, still wise, and ready for a love bigger than you have ever experienced before. So step forward together, you and I. I link my arm through yours and urge you on. Let us run together and jump over the edge. No more half-living in any way for you and me. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. More love is rushing towards you like a great cosmic tsunami. You will struggle with this blessing to the extent that you will attempt to control and hold on to what has been. So don't. Let it move you. Perhaps you'll get some water up your nose, but nothing will come to you that you cannot handle. You may become disheveled. You may, as you are washed up upon love's shining shore. But you'll be too caught up in the wonder of perfection, realizing how deeply loved you are and how unnecessary it is to contrive a way to live your purpose. You'll have no idea what's going on. Oh, how that tsunami will deliver you into your divine destiny. So let your hair get messed up. Your destiny awaits you now. So I think this month of May is really going to be a powerful month for really letting go of the past here with the Emperor and the Ten of Swords. The other message I'm getting is that, if this Emperor card speaks to if you are married or in a committed long-term partnership, the Emperor can be symbolic of your husband. So if you are ending your relationship with your significant other, or you're kind of coming to an end of a negative cycle within your relationship, this month of May is really asking you to put the past in the past this month and, have those difficult conversations if you really want to bring love and joy and happiness back into your life. Because with the Justice card here, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. And if you take the initiative, you can have some say and some control over how and when this happens, but know that it needs to happen, and don't let fear get the best of you this month.